Guys, we're going to move on here. Chase had to drop really quick, but he should be back here in just a minute. But we're going to move on to this is an interesting game, 11 o'clock game. Arkansas just got done narrowly losing to Ole Miss in an awesome thriller at night at Ole Miss. They travel to Memphis, which I did not catch that when I first looked at it, but this game is at Memphis. Currently, Arkansas is a 6.5 point favorite in the game, with a 60% chance to win, according to ESPN. This game is at 11 o'clock. Quinn, that you brought up something interesting beforehand on a trend I did not see.
Yeah. Yeah. Right before we started covering this, I brought up, just in the last couple of years, we saw Alabama go to South Florida. We've seen Ole Miss go to Tulane. We saw Oklahoma just literally just last week go to Temple. What's with all these SEC teams playing on the road against American Conference teams?
I wonder if they
Like,
have some sort of conference deal. I don't know.
well, it's like the 2-1, right? Like it's the trendy thing to do right now where they do the two home games, one road game with the American teams.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. I mean, hey, it's Liberty Bowl's a nice place to play a game. Arkansas is familiar with it. That's their favorite bowl destination. So like right now we've got Arkansas versus Memphis in the Liberty Bowl. Look, Memphis is in a good spot. They've gotten two teams off of letdown moments, right? They just got done beating up Troy 28-7. And what do I mean on a letdown moment? Troy put all of their effort into trying to make Clemson an 0-3 football team, and they came this close. All right. Then they had to turn around and play Memphis, and they got whacked. All right. Arkansas just got done almost upsetting an Ole Miss team with their backup quarterback on the road, and now they got to turn around and play Memphis. Look, this is a sneaky place for the Razorbacks to drop one. And as much as I want to believe in Arkansas and Sam Pittman, right? And I think that they could be a football team that could get to a bowl game if the cards fall just right. This is one of those games they cannot lose. You have to win this football game against Memphis. And it just feels like the most Arkansas move to drop this game by 2 points on the road. So I think Memphis is going to get the upset in the Liberty Bowl over Arkansas. This is their highlight game of the year, and it is a very winnable game for Memphis. I think they're going to snag Arkansas in an upset here.
Wow.
I
But you,
mean, hear me out. Other than Alabama on the road against Florida State, what bad out of conference showing has the SEC really had? I think this is going to be. I mean, I know Texas lost by 7 to Ohio State. That was a super competitive game.
yeah. That I'm not even. That's not in the same stratosphere.
Yeah.
Um, I don't disagree with everything that you've said as far as this would be an Arkansas thing to do, to lose to Memphis. Listen, this is a huge moment for Memphis when it comes to playoff implications here.
Yeah.
You got, I mean, just a handful of teams in the group of five that's got a legitimate chance to make the playoffs. You've got Memphis, you've got USF, Boise, and I think Tulane are probably the four teams that are like they have a legitimate chance. And this is one of those resume builders because honestly, if Memphis loses this game, it does not hurt their chance to make the playoffs at all, in my opinion, because it's an SEC game, right? What it's early on, whatever they can still win their conference and everything's good. However, Boise lost to South Florida. So when you start looking at out of conference games, if you pull this game off, you've got a lot of weight that you can pull. Even if you have one more loss than say a Boise State, it's still possible with games like this if you win. You mentioned the Arkansas Ole Miss game. One of the things I want to bring up about Arkansas is Taylon Green is their leading rusher, right? Which okay, whatever, he's a mobile quarterback. But this is Arkansas we're talking about here. This should be a team that can just line up and run it down your throat, in theory. However, the past couple of years, their offensive line has been weak. And that's something that at Arkansas is not normal per se. But when it becomes 2 to 3 years in a row, it starts to become normal again. And so that's what I fear for Arkansas moving forward. They're going to have to run the ball in this game effectively. But I said this about USF against Boise State. I called that upset because the USF boys are big, they're physical, and they know how to play on the line of scrimmage. And that's what Memphis is too, has been for a decade plus. They get the right folks to control the line of scrimmage. So this is going to be a line of scrimmage battle here of epic proportions between Arkansas and Memphis. I think Arkansas wins the game, but it's going to be a narrow win here on the road at Memphis. Great out of conference game here at 11 o'clock on the 20th.
Hey, I'll say this really quick right as we're wrapping up too. Just speaking on the American and the G5 represented for the playoffs. Not only do you can afford to lose the game and be fine, and the reason for that is the American Conference kind of has the benefit of the doubt treatment over all the other G5
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's because they play these type of games as a conference all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a great point. The American, I think, is definitely the standard whenever it comes to Group of Five football. Last year, they kind of beat up on each other, and that's what really hurt them in getting a spot in the college football playoff.